What's up everyone, my name is Tom and welcome to Player TV. Today we're taking a look at the Razer Naga Trinity mouse. First of all though, as always, roll on the intro. So, as I said guys, I got in contact with the people at Razer and I said to them, what's the chance of trying out some of your products, giving them a review? They were quite happy and sent me over the Razer Naga Trinity. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, why am I watching this? The Naga is a pure MMO mouse. It's got oodles of buttons on the side and it's not meant for me. But wait there, don't go away, do watch this video because you're going to realise something very, very important soon. As the reason as to why I have literally fallen in love with this mouse, and I don't think I'll ever use anything different unless Razer replace this with a V2. So the Razer Naga Trinity. Now the Nagas from Razer have, like I said, always been MMO mice. They've always had a bundle of buttons on the side and they were pretty much designed for people playing WoW, League of Legends, things like that. Not really designed for playing FPS games. But that's where things get interesting. I'm actually going to start off with the most important point about this mouse at the start, okay, and that is these little side panels. You can see there's two extras included. You have your traditional 12 button Naga, you then get a 7 button, and then you even get a 2 button FPS version basically. So you've got your FPS or daily Windows mouse, whatever, 7 buttons in a circle, quite cool, and then your full 12. And what I really like about it, as you've noticed, as I've changed this, the colours have changed straight away. What it is, it knows which side panel it's got. There's loads of contacts, as you can see here, and it knows which one you put on, and the profile automatically changes to match the side panel you've put on. So you don't have to then be messing around with software to choose what you have assigned. Now when you first plug this in, you've literally just got 1 to 12, 1 to 7, and then your typical backwards forwards as you normally have in Windows. But that's where things get interesting. You can go into the Razer software and change all of that. Get a bit into that later on though. We're going to go back to looking at the actual mouse. So as well as the side buttons and the 3 options you have, we have on the top here 2, as standard setup, is DPI switches, a clicky scroll wheel, which I also found clicks left and right. So you have scroll and then you have click. Now I personally didn't like the rock. I found myself accidentally rocking on this while in game. I simply programmed it out, not a problem. And then on the other side, no more buttons, just sort of a pinky grip. This sort of mouse, it is a palm mouse. You do sort of fill your hand with it. I liked it. It took a bit of getting used to. I must admit it's not my normal kind of mouse, but I got on really well with it. The build quality of the actual mouse is very good. Nice weight, not too heavy. A good sort of 8-foot braided cable, all braided end to end. The side panels are rubbered. I have found that they do sort of attract your dust and stuff, but it's not a major problem. And that's really about it for the mouse. If we flip it over, couple of wear pads as is pretty standard, and a profile button, and basically as you press the button you can assign profiles to the mouse. You can see the little LED here changes colour to go with the profile you've selected. So you can either set up the profiles specific to the mouse. That means you can then basically plug this mouse into any computer and the button maps etc save to the mouse, or you can install the Razer Synapse software and then you can then control it with the app, and you can choose what profile you want to go with which game. So you automatically open a game or program, profile auto switches. Great tool. So we've covered the mouse. There's not a lot in the box. In the box you basically get a mouse and an instruction book, but hey, it's a box, who really cares? These are the bits that matter. And like I said, the important thing to always remember with mice like this, out of the box it's a bit naff. It really comes to life when you install that Razer Synapse software. With that Razer Synapse software you can control all of the RGB for the 2 zones. So you can change the logo, change the scroll, you can control the DPI settings, you can choose what settings for what levels, you can change all of that. You can change the maps for every single button. No button on this mouse has a fixed use. You can change it to be whatever you want it to be. Obviously it is a right-hand designed mouse. It will be no good for lefties, but you could effectively change your left and right click round anyway if you wanted to. Like I said, RGB is all controlled. All the map buttons are all controlled. You can then set it up to open different profiles to go with different apps. So I had one app for playing Counter-Strike, a different map set up for using DaVinci Resolve, the editing software I used. And the moment I opened the app, I had different colours set and it automatically changed, so I had a visible indication I knew what the mouse was doing. So I think that's really about everything to cover with this mouse. Basically, it's conclusion time. Now, I'm actually going to give this mouse a whopping great big platinum award. It is the best mouse I've ever used, purely because of the fact it is so useful. Really, you can do anything with it. It's not the old Naga, which was useless for playing Counter-Strike with. But then again, it is not the out-and-out Counter-Strike mouse that is useless for playing well with. I think Razer have done a really, really good job of implementing this system. It is seamless, it is easy to use, you can't go wrong. The only thing you could mess up is losing one of these. You've got to be a bit of a plonker to manage that. So there we go, the Razer Naga Trinity. Now I'm going to put some links down below. It is a £90 mouse, but I don't hold it back because you pay nearly that for a good mouse. And what you've basically got here is 3 mice. So I'm going to put some links down below in the description as to where you can buy one. And as always guys, if you liked my video, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. Let me know in the comments section. And as always, if you want to come back and see more of me and me reviewing stuff, click that subscribe button. On that note, bye for now.